the Battle Tavern.
Hey, there's our boy.
Hey, Craig, what's going on?
Welcome back.
We're missing anybody, or
Drew's
Listen,
not gonna
everyone,
be
that's why you're here.
This is what it's gonna be for the day, man.
man, like
Well, welcome to the Battle Tavern. Why don't you introduce yourself? Introduce yourself, buddy.
I'm Alex, one of the boys.
Say it right.
Oh, okay, I'm Brock. I'm sorry.
There
we
you
go.
go.
So sorry. So sorry.
I say,
You
how
think we're
often do you
formal
think any one of us are gonna call you Alex?
Maybe
Because-
None of these people even know my actual name yet, let alone what my first name
And then
is.
let's be real here, Brock. Every time we've told a story about you, your name is Brock. It's not
That's
Alex.
true.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Brock. Well, what brings you in? What do you bring to the table today?
Fun time, Love to share some stories, laughter.
And stuttered sentences. I got you.
Yep.
So, we got a nice little trending topic as of right now. I mean, we've had a couple of new people within the last week, and including yourself. What's your favorite trilogy? You'd say?
Oh, trilogy.
Could be movie.
Yeah,
could
and
be
it has to
video
be a
game.
true trilogy. We're
A
not
true
having this
trilogy.
argument. We're not doing this argument again this week.
What was brought up that was not a trilogy that people brought up?
First of all, Shrek, because yeah,
yeah.
and that and what did we decide on Indiana
You want
Jones?
to fight today, don't you? Indiana Jones was originally a trilogy.
You
so-
know
I would
what?
say
All right,
trilogy.
you know what? Trilogy and Austin Powers.
Thank you.
Ooh.
See, somebody that has
That's a
taste.
trilogy.
That's what I said. I said Austin Powers.
Or, all right, I got another one. Is Bill and Ted?
Bill and Ted.
Technically, yes.
three?
Bill and Ted is
Yeah.
technically a
They
tri-
just they
trilogy.
won, I think, last year or the year before.
Oh,
Give
It
it
was
up.
the
that's
third
right.
movie
Yep.
was a
Yep.
terrible movie.
It was not a good movie at all, but the first two were pretty good. I don't know why they made a third one, but
All right, what's the worst trilogy in your mind then?
the worst trilogy?
The worst trilogy you can think of.
Oh,
Or maybe a trilogy that had a movie that absolutely ruined
Bill and
the
Ted.
trilogy.
Bill and
Ours.
Ted. Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Come on, give me something else. Give me some. I know you got something else back there.
I stick by my answer, Karsten.
I already know. Like, yeah, I know what you're saying because I got the same one.
Oh, I'm trying to think right now that I can't think of anything that other than those movies off the top of my head.
I
Gotta come
can't
back.
think of like a genuinely awful movie.
There's a lot of awful movies that aren't trilogies.
All right, what about your just least favorite movie in general? Don't even worry about
Yeah.
a trilogy at this point. Let's do that one.
My least favorite movie.
Your least favorite movie or the most overrated movie, even.
Ah, man, I'm drawing a mind blank right now because I know a lot
You
of.
just said there's so many terrible movies, yet you don't have one.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, that's a Brock thing right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that 100% is.
Look at this guy over here with Brock Brain. That's wild.
Oh, man, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
All right, man. You got one in there. I know you got one in
Come
there.
on,
What's
you gotta
what's an
fire it
overrated
off.
movie? Come on.
What'd you say, Ethan?
Fire it off. Let's go.
Fire one up, man. I said Titanic last time, man. Titanic's an overrated fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a bit
It's
of an
stupid.
overrated movie.
Really?
Oh, dude,
All right,
Titanic's such a dumb movie.
All right, then I'll say it is.
Everyone knows Jack could have lived. Okay.
Yeah, that bitch could have shared the damn the fucking whatever the hell
No,
that thing
but
the
that don't
bed,
work.
the bed frame or whatever. It's a
freeze.
door.
That door.
Whatever, man. They were gonna die regardless. Fuck that. There's no way that chick would have actually survived. I just want to put that out there. Like, that is not an
she did.
actual way.
Also, the fact that
Completely
she threw away like a $1 million necklace. Are you serious?
No, that wasn't a $1 million necklace. I don't think
Well,
that was like that was. I don't remember what it was.
Ocean.
At the time, it was like $1 million, but when they're looking for it, it's like close to like $500,000 or something like that. It was worth like a shit
Let's do a
ton.
little check here.
Yeah, I'm probably fucking up the facts here.
If the heart of the ocean were real, it
The
would be worth
Hope
around
Diamond,
250 to 300
$300
million.
dollars.
Holy crap!
Is she chucked that thing?
But replicas have
"Get
been
outta
sold
here."
for much less. Replicas have been sold.
Replicas
for
are
much
going for millions?
I get it says much less. From 250 to 300 million. I don't know what you would consider much
Oh
less.
my gosh.
That's a
If you come out saying much less and you're talking like, oh, I'll give you $20 for it, I'll punch you in the face.
You know what's a very overrated saga to me is the Twilight series.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you come
Brock-
out here stealing answers, Brock.
No,
you got to come
I'm
up with
not.
your own.
Yeah, Brock, you come up with your own answer,
I'm just
Brock.
agreeing with that. I never said I never was taking it. Just I was agreeing with it.
Oh man. All right, man. Come on.
Still waiting on you, Brock. Come on, give us something, man.
We're giving you all the tools here. You use that big old dome of yours, man.
Any recent ones that you didn't like?
Well, though, back in the day, it was only Adam Sandler movie I just did not like. It was Hubie's Halloween.
What?
Well, yeah, that's a
Oh,
genuinely
no.
awful movie.
No, it's
I-
good because it's so bad.
No,
Well, no, I'm
there's
trying to
a
remember.
there's a difference between good, bad, and just like, all right, they were trying way too fucking hard.
Well, think about it like this too: 90% of Adam Sandler's movies are bad movies.
Yeah, I mean, that,
like
you
there's a
just lean
select
into
few
it.
that I absolutely love. Like 50
The-
First Dates, absolutely love that movie.
Oh,
Billy
that's a
Madison
classic.
has a super genuine place in my heart. Happy Gilmore, but like two of those three movies I just mentioned could be considered awful movies.
Did you guys hear about the new like anime movie Adam Sandler's in? He's a pet iguana.
Leo, right?
Oh, yeah, and
Yeah.
he's speaking in like the. Oh my god, like that fucking voice he does all the time where it's
Yeah.
like
He's doing
super
the he's
phlegmy
doing
but
the
low.
The Billy Madison when he's like, "Hey, you
Yeah,
You know-
he's talking like that the whole movie though.
Mhm.
Another movie that's like is like it's funny but terrible acting is The Room.
Oh my gosh, The Room. How did we not talk about that?
I mean, I was also gonna it just popped into my head because I remember it being like a scary concept, but the actual movie was I watched it with my buddy Tyler Stewart, and it was called The Babadook, right? It had just been released on Netflix, and we were like 17, not doing anything because we were still in high school because we didn't do anything in school. Well, he did his homework, I didn't. But we watched this movie because every once in a while we would just watch a scary movie on there to see what it is. And I mean, I was terrified at the concept of it. Like the thought of the Babadook was actually terrifying. But the movie was it was awful. Like it looked like somebody had made the Babadook out of a really tall like a really tall vacuum and just put like a trench coat over it essentially. Like and it had like Edward Scissorhand props on the end
Moving
of it.
around and you can
Yeah.
still see the electrical cord.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it, I'm like, I understand why this is scary, but like it's kind of dumb. This kid, you've probably seen the meme of this kid too, where it's like, why can't you just be normal? And he's just screaming in the back seat of a car. Like that's a big meme, and that's from that movie, The Babadook. But that is one of those terrible Netflix movies that I've seen.
Another one is like, have you guys ever seen The Bird Box?
Bird Box. I never watched it, but yeah.
That whole movie just confused. This did not like look right. I watched just to watch it, and I was like, "Yep, this what I
Don't
thought."
lie, you like Sandra Bullock.
I love Sandra Bullock. She's fucking great woman, great actress. But in this movie, no.
Wait,
Look,
is that the one where
Miss
she's, like,
Congeniality has a
blindfolded
special
or
place
Oh,
in my heart.
100%. What, Colin?
Is that the one where she's like blindfolded or something?
Yeah, she's blindfolded the whole entire time with her kids.
Yeah.
Dude, you couldn't have me blindfolded in a movie. I would be running into anything and everything possible. Like, hurry, we gotta go this way before they catch us. Smack. It wouldn't be pretty. But oh my god, dude, yeah, Sandra Bullock, man, fucking Blind Side, Miss Congeniality. That lady.
You heard all about The Blind Side, right?
Yeah, here was going on.
There's so much shit going on with that, dude. I've tried to stay away from it just because I want like the warm, heartfelt movie that I remember growing up to just stay the way that is in my mind.
Jokes on you. It's dark.
All right,
Yeah.
for those of us who have not caught up with the Blindside current events, what are we talking about here?
Well,
So The Blind Side. Have you ever heard of that movie?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
So
So that quick
Blindside
summary
is a
kids.
quick synopsis, right? Blindside. It's a movie about a young man who is he's a big dude in high school, right? But he has had trouble supposedly in life. He's homeless, all this and that and the other. And he gets picked up by this nice, like not Tennessee, Mississippi white family who gives him nice opportunities, helps him with like this private schooling, and he starts playing football, and he's really good. Eventually, he goes on to get drafted, this and that. It's about a real player, Michael Orr, who he was a offensive tackle for the Ravens for a very long time. I think he's a Super Bowl winner as well.
Yep.
So it's a totally real like connection and family in person. But the story, as it's being brought up to everybody now, isn't necessarily as straight and narrow as it's been brought out. So there was a even in the movie there's a part where they're talking like, oh, are you grooming him? Are you grooming him into playing for Ole Miss over Tennessee and stuff like that? There was stuff with the NCAA. Then I think there was something along the lines of Michael Orr wasn't getting any kind of pay, or he wasn't getting paid nearly enough for the part of the movie. The movie wasn't accurate, which he didn't like. Different things like that. Now there's been a whole bunch of legal stuff that's come up as a late. I don't know what the exact details are offhand.
That he was
Everything was a lie, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's turned my nice, loving, like inspirational movie into a nightmare, and I couldn't be more distraught about it.
Yeah.
Wow. Alrighty.
But yeah, that's what's going on with The Blind Side, and evidently you could say Miss Tui, they got blindsided on this, man.
Ah.
That's about as
Yeah.
good a way to describe it as any. Shoot, man. But yeah, so that was well, welcome Brock to the cast. Welcome, buddy. We'd love to see you. Yeah.
Thanks for
I think
having
All
me.
right.
we start off
I'll
start off
clap
with
by
the
myself. That's cool.
That
I was trying to be supportive.
but
was
let's
your
start
first
with
mistake.
yeah, let's start with the hey, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? How'd you guys
Oh,
enjoy it?
It's
It was
good.
really good.
Dude, I was high as shit.
couldn't relate.
No, I got a call from my dad at like 10 in the morning. He was like, hey, we're doing Thanksgiving over at our place. I'm like, all right. And he's like, yeah, what time are you coming over? I was like, I don't know. Is the Lions game going to be on? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I ain't going to miss a second of it. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. Like, just have the food ready and have the game on. That's all I was worried about. But yeah, I had to deal with that heartbreak that day. But thankfully, I was,
It
Yeah.
hurt.
yeah,
I'm very
that
happy
one hurt.
Drew's not here
Yeah,
today.
you can't continually win games when you turn the ball over 3 or more times. It's just not going to happen. Even though they did almost pull it off again anyway. But you can't
Fighting
put yourself
chance.
in that position.
No.
You just can't.
Nope.
They're trying to come back. The team from like 2-3 years ago with Stafford, comeback team of the year.
Right. Well, Stafford also had like, what was it, 9 game winning drives that year?
Yeah.
Which was insane. But yeah, people are starting to come for Goff's head all of a sudden after 2 bad games. Don't get me wrong, it was 2 very bad games. Like these have not been good performances. But it's the middle of the season. People hit that wall here and there. Let it play out. Things will straighten out. All right, it's
Plenty of
2
games
bad
left.
games. And the thing is, by the end of each game, he still didn't technically have a bad game. He still threw for 200 or 300 plus yards. He still had 1 or 2 touchdowns in each game. It was just a matter of turnovers. If you take one or all of those turnovers away, what do you have? You have an all-star quarterback.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's just the
Well,
way it's been.
he didn't. Did he throw an interception or no?
He didn't throw an
just a
interception
couple fumbles.
against Green Bay. He had 3 recorded fumbles.
Yeah, because one fumble took all the way for a touchdown.
Which was
take that away.
stupid.
Yeah.
I did not like that.
Yeah, that was stupid. You got to let that one play out.
You could look at that 100 different angles. And
They're starting to Bugs. They're starting to compare Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers in his first 11 games. Has me crying laughing because they show his stats. He has the exact same stats as Aaron Rodgers did in his first 11 games.
Yeah, most rookies tend to have the same numbers.
Crazy.
It's one of 3 different types of numbers you're gonna get. You're gonna get that elite rookie. You're gonna get that, hey, this guy could be pretty good sometime soon type of rookie, and then you're gonna get that, wow, what the fuck were we thinking when we hired this guy? Like, those are the 3 kinds of like, and I mean, he's not a rookie per se, obviously, but like, not
No.
he's a new starter, but it's the same concept, you know.
He's the rookie starter,
right? It's just.
I remember in the beginning of the season where they said like, yeah, the Green Bay is not thinking that Jordan Love's their guy. Now all of a sudden, he's our guy. I'm like, oh, because I've cut one because he beat 2 teams. Now he's all of a sudden top tier.
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers had those kind of numbers, but just based off of that, do you think Jordan Love is really the type of guy that's going to go and throw almost 500 touchdowns in his career? Because I don't see
no,
it
hell no.
Throwing for God knows how many, literally being one of the top 10, if not close to like top 7 quarterbacks ever to play the game. I don't see Jordan Love being that guy.
No.
All right.
Trust me, pal, you're not that guy.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
No, I honestly thought this whole season for Green Bay was going to be Aaron Jones going to be carrying the team.
Well, he would if he could carry himself onto the field.
That's true.
For more than like 5 plays.
That is true.
Yeah, Aaron Jones is an absolute dog, and A.J. Dillon is also a dog, but he doesn't get enough touches, and he's not prepared for these games from what I've seen.
No, he's not.
He's not in the neither one of them, honestly, are in the right situation right now. Aaron Jones should go to a winner. Like Aaron Jones somewhere like Philly.
No, I see him going to Cincy.
Cincinnati?
Yeah, I think Mixon's not coming back.
Yeah, I mean it's tough to say. Mixon's a really good fit over there.
You think Nick Chubb is gonna come back, or his career's done?
Oh, I think he's certainly gonna try.
So if I gotta sign up for Thanksgiving, what's the best like food for Thanksgiving to have?
We already had this topic, buddy.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, you did?
About it.
Oh,
everybody enjoyed their green bean casserole.
Oh,
dude,
I tore it up.
Of course.
I absolutely tore it up, bro.
Casserole.
Dude, there was this green bean casserole that my dad's wife made, right? It had, but she put in there too. It was like cream cheese, and then she put bacon in there, and I'm like, oh. I tore that shit up. I had like half of the bowl to myself because no one else would have it.
All myself.
It was great, man.
I love that for you.
I couldn't have been happier. I was blown out of my mind. Are you kidding me? There was nothing I could have had that was better for me at that point in time than that shit.
I respect it. The only thing that made me mad was I walked into my aunt's house for Thanksgiving, and I'd only see ham. I'm like, where the fuck is the turkey?
No turkey.
Out here, hella ham.
Wow.
I'm like, where's the goddamn turkey? He's like, I was told
all
turkey.
Hammed up.
Turkey sucks. Get over yourself.
Nah, dude, turkey is all the way. I'd rather have
turkey is terrible, especially if people don't know how to make a good turkey.
Oh,
like I only have one person who I trust to make turkey on Thanksgiving, and they deep fry it, and it's my buddy Tyler's stepdad.
Turkey.
Dude, the way he makes it is just next level. It always turns out nice and juicy. I've never had turkey over there and it been dry, and it's the only time I can ever say that. Even my my brothers from down in Detroit and everything, right? Like those families I normally go to see, their turkey's still dry as shit. They don't know how to make. They'll try smoking it. They'll try baking it. They'll try even when they try to deep fry it, doesn't come out right. I don't know what the fuck they be doing over there. They try to add all the spices and seasoning and everything on it. I'm like, look, it's turkey. It ain't supposed to be spicy. You don't need lemon pepper on turkey. Not right now, at least. I promise you.
Lemon pepper.
Then you get
spice to put on there.
Look, matter of fact, oh my god, I almost
So
forgot. I'm so glad I forgot
real
about that.
quick. This is realize this. Brock just outed himself for not listening to the podcast.
I told you I've only listened to the first one. That's all I've listened to.
Dude, we're on like we're
It's
doing
like 6
episode
or
6
something.
right now.
Well,
Yeah,
I
buddy.
guess I'm listening to him.
Yeah,
That's right.
Let's
A
get to
binge.
listening, dog.
But no, I tell you what, man, I wanted to walk out of this this Thanksgiving thing. I went to a Friendsgiving type of deal. This was like 2 years ago. And it was one of my really good friends. I didn't say anything about it, but his girlfriend at the time made a turkey and she put it in the oven and everything. And I gave it the benefit of the doubt. It looked okay. Tried it. I almost threw up. But it wasn't because of it necessarily being a bad turkey. It was because this bitch or this chick, she put fucking pumpkin spice on
Ooh.
a fucking turkey. And you know,
What?
I've never hit a woman before. But I was very
No,
close to making it.
No,
I
pause.
got very close.
I was very close to making an exception at this point. Like, don't you the fuck you putting pumpkin spice on the turkey for?
That's the most absurd thing I ever heard.
Oh, dude, I could have rolled heads. I told my friend, I'm like, don't ever invite me to Friendsgiving with her ever again. Like, I was genuine. Like, I was pissed. I was like, man, I come over here,
pissed
I
for
spend
you.
my time, I make some nice little sides for you. Like, I put some yams and everything together for them, like some sweet yams.
Yams.
Yeah, I put sweet yams, which I love the way I make yams, bro. I would eat that shit every day if I didn't have to make it. But but I made them some nice side dishes. I went over there, spent my time, watched the game and everything with them, and then she serves me that shit. I was distraught, to say the least. I could have done unthinkable things in that time.
So, would you guys be down to, like, for a Thanksgiving tradition? Would you guys do a turkey bowl?
Dude, if you want me to like break something, by all means, let's do it. But I'm not picking up the hospital bill. That's all I'm gonna say on it.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I would love to do. I was actually just thinking about it, and who knows? I mean, this year would have been perfect to do it because it's been so nice the last.
It
few
was
weeks.
really nice for Thanksgiving.
But I would definitely be up for it. Like if we had like enough timing beforehand, like we could go to uh one of the football fields or something like that. Like we could go to Trenton's football field. We might be able to go to Huron's football. We might be able to go to fucking St. Charles or something like that. And
We could definitely use St. Charles.
yeah, but it's like we could go do that, fuck around for a bit. Yeah, we have some fun. Have a few
Brock break his arm.
have a few
I
beverages.
could never.
Dude, you rolled your ankle going into home plate for grown ass man softball. Get over yourself.
That
Be
boy's
real here,
my ankle hurts just hearing about that right now.
What?
Oh my god, dude! When I heard that, I'm like, wait, why was he sliding into home plate? We're talking about softball here. I was so confused.
We take things seriously in that department here.
Yeah, that shit was.
My cleat got under home plate and bent my ankle the other way. That's
he just dug in.
Oh,
yeah, no, that's tough.
I'm surprised I didn't snap my ankle.
Yeah, it's hard being a pussy, but you know that's
you feel like that sometimes. Yeah, I know. I'll rub some dirt on it next time.
Yeah. So how many of you guys got to watch that game yesterday?
Yeah, dude, that was pretty. Honestly, I'm a Michigan State fan, and that was a pretty good game. It went back and forth.
Down with the Buckeyes. Down with the Buckeyes.
Down with Nick Day.
Ryan Day,
Nick Day. Yeah.
Someone's echoing, and I don't know who it is.
I don't know.
Well, shoot.
I don't hear any echo.
All right, I think it's gone now. No, it's not. Wait a minute, is it me? It shouldn't be.
I don't hear any echo.
I'm about to say my stuff is
There you go. You're
connected.
good now.
Yeah, I'm about to say my stuff's connected directly through the mic, man. I promise. But
It's not
I
me, I
mean,
swear.
honest. So I was having a brief discussion with Colin about this a little bit ago too, and this is strictly from a sports fan's point of view. Because like my one die hard like do or die type of thing, at this point people know is the Lions. That is my one like do or die. Like, oh, I will fuck with them. I will be with them no matter what the situation. Right. Otherwise, I mean, I don't really care. Yeah, I'm a Spartan fan. Cool. Like I don't really make a big deal out of it anymore either which way. I don't see the hype behind college sports. Most of the time it's all like one-sided and it's almost no entertainment anymore. But besides any of that, I'm looking at this game yesterday, right? And I watched all of it, just kind of seeing what was going on. And while it was a fun game to watch, even up until the end, that was a game that OSU 100% should have won because they had a couple of very crucial calls that were called the wrong way against them. But that's besides anything.
Want to die, Pugs?
That second touchdown by Michigan.
Yeah, toward the end of the second quarter, that without a doubt was an interception. That's just based off of rules. That's what it should have been. I understand why you might call it the other way, but if you break it down, absolute textbook. If you cross the goal line with full established possession, which was not the case here, then yes, as soon as that ball crosses the goal line, it is a dead ball. It is a touchdown. Now, the thing was, this guy never established full possession, and the ball was juggling around the whole time while he was crossing the plane. That's where things kind of change a little bit, right? That defender comes away with the ball with full possession without it touching the ground in the end zone. That's an interception with a touchback going the opposite direction, which one takes away a score off of the board for U of M and puts them who they had been they had led like 2 scoring drives in a row or something, I think at that point too. Like they were starting to roll, and then you just totally take the wind out of the sails there. That's a huge deal. Now, I will say where they kind of messed up was right there toward the end of the first half, though. That's where they really messed up. Because there was a couple of play calls where it's like, why don't you take a shot? Why would you waste those last 30 seconds to try and take a 50-yard field goal? You could have worked a little bit better than that. But even so, they go for this field goal, and the kicker, because we love college kickers, right? Poor guy. He broke the cardinal rule as a kicker. If you're getting iced, you just fucking get iced, all right? You fucking take it.
Don't kick it.
You don't take your practice kick because what happens? You waste your make, right? It is almost guaranteed. It is a jinx, almost as bad as the announcer saying, "Yeah, he's made 20 in a row." You don't do that because guess what? Shanks the next kick, absolutely pulls it. Now instead of being tied going into the half with Michigan getting the ball on the next kickoff, you're down 3 and they still get an extra possession on you. There were a few things in that game where it was like questionable decisions, but also a lot of very important missed calls. But that was not U of M's cleanest game. I was not impressed by any means by either team for that matter. But it was definitely
It was a fun game to watch.
It was a fun game to watch, but it's definitely not one where I can genuinely say U of M should have won that game.
Pugs, the same thing happened to the kicker from Florida against Florida State. They did the exact same thing. He got ice, kicks it good, and then misses it the next one.
Look, man, at that point it's just natural selection. If you're getting iced, you just let it happen. Show them how cold you are by making it when you get iced. Don't show them like, oh, I can make this right now, but like 10 seconds from now, it might be a different result. Like you can't do that to yourself. That is the golden rule as a kicker.
If I feel like you're within like the 25-yard line, then maybe you're fine just to kick it.
No, you don't fucking touch it. You get iced. All right, you don't fuck with it.
I thought the golden rule was laces out.
That's true.
Well,
Dan Marino.
Finkel.
yeah, yes and no.
Oh, Ray
So,
Finkel, that's the
Come
name.
on.
That's right. Yeah. Bingo.
so laces out, yes, you always want to get laces out, but you can still make a kick when you go laces in.
Yep.
That's the difference.
You just be
If you're going against the cardinal rule of getting ice, that's just playing with God, bro. That's what you're messing with totally different types of levels at that point, you know. You gotta control what you can control, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my take on the Michigan game, though. I'm sure most people would disagree because most of the people that were around are U of M fans. But that's just the actual sports take on it. That's all it is.
Hey, all I care, 3-year streak.
Yeah, I mean, every dog has their day, right?
Yep, let's ride it.
Only took like 14 years.
Now, do you believe Harbaugh's gonna leave after this season? Still,
There's no good
Leave
reason
or
why he
be forced
should.
out.
I feel like if he doesn't win the national championship, he leaves. He's gonna. And McCarthy goes to the draft. So does Blake Corum, and he takes him. He's gonna go to his best wherever team he goes. I think it's gonna be either the Raiders or it's gonna be the Browns.
The Raiders would be interesting. Well, I mean, you wouldn't be able to drag Corum to Raiders with Josh Jacobs there, especially with the new contract.
I believe he would definitely drag McCarthy with him.
Well, they're also paying Jimmy Garoppolo a lot of money as well.
Yeah, and you see how he's doing.
It's not a matter of how he's doing; it's a matter of how much they're paying him.
That's true.
You're not going to pay somebody hundreds of millions of dollars for them to sit on the bench. Business-wise, they won't do it.
I think it really comes down to can you record play calls in NFL?
Yeah, that's about a good question as any.
I believe you could.
It'll
Dude,
be
I
interesting
mean,
to see how all this plays out with the
look, sign stealing
allegations.
happens in every sport. It's part of the
Yep.
game. Every
Yeah.
advantage that you can try to find over your opponent, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. You
Yep.
know.
Yep. High
You ain't
stakes.
cheating unless you get caught.
The one thing that solidified me to say, knowing that, like, wow, they actually, like, they just should out and say, yeah, we did it, instead of, oh, we know nothing about it, is when their linebacker coach was caught erasing evidence.
Yeah, it's the paper trail that kills you.
That's right there is like, all right, everyone now knows you guys fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Shit's wild.
There's 30 allegations on both sides now, so see how it all plays out.
I just love seeing free hardball or everybody versus Michigan. I'm like, oh, calm down, cry me a river.
Money will change a couple hands and it'll all go away.
100%. So, Pugs, who's the now new top 4?
Ooh.
Top 4 right now, man.
I think it goes.
I gotta see what the results were from yesterday's game. Where's my ESPN at?
Here, I'll tell you right now. I believe it goes Georgia.
ESPN, I need a sponsorship.
Yeah.
We all need one.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
First sponsor, we get ESPN.
Can you imagine how fucking crazy that would be? But
move. You see Alabama's freaking miracle game.
Yeah, Roman, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
I'm trying to pull up the rankings for you.
No, he just fucking walks up under my legs while I got him.
He
Like,
probably took
sitting
his
up.
tequila bottle again.
This stuff. Matter of fact, I'm taking a picture because this looks retarded. Like,
so Oregon won last night. Texas won. Let's see where Tennessee won. Washington won. Florida State did win last night. Notre Dame won. Georgia only won by, honestly, not by much.
all right, let's see.
Oh,
I've been saying I've wanted Washington to get in for the longest time now. But
I think they could win it all. I think they could.
Yeah.
But do you know why Michigan State played at Ford Field?
No.
I was so confused why they were at Ford Field.
I don't know, bro. They're always doing some other shit.
I was wondering if you knew or not. I could ask Drew too.
The thing
Drew
is,
might
it's
probably
so
know.
tough. It's so tough because when you have 2 and 3 face each other on rivalry week, that causes some distortion, right?
I was telling my uncle
So
that I see Ohio State. They could stay 4.
Ohio
You
State
think?
could probably, well, you figure they'll probably stay 5 or 6.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be top 4 anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So figure Georgia at the 1. Well, it all depends on next week too. Next week is
The
conference
championship.
week.
Yep,
Yeah.
championship games.
So you figure U of M, they should take Iowa. Uh, I would probably keep them at number 2. You figure Georgia versus Bama next week, or I don't know how it works in the SEC. You figure 1. Alabama has been rolling though. If Alabama takes,
I think they take
and
7 or 6.
I'd like to see Texas sneak in there. They've been having some fun.
Well, they just bully Texas Tech,
Yeah, I
and
think
even
they might sneak in at 5.
Archie Manning did play that game.
Yeah, Arch Manning, he did. He led a scoring drive. That's a good sign. But I see Washington sneaking in there at 4.
Do you see Florida State going at 3?
Man, that's where it's tough.
They didn't look. They honestly, that first half they looked like shit. That quarterback didn't know like he was. But then second half, he started rolling. He started doing better.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see on Monday.
Yeah, I'd probably say, man, I would keep it damn near where it's at right now, honestly.
Just pull Ohio down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just take Ohio out.
Yeah,
Put it on the list.
I think you go Georgia, U of M, Washington, OSU is probably what I would do.
It's not
really.
bad. Not a bad one.
Yeah. But again, it all depends on next week too. You never know; could have some kind of crazy upset. If U of M gets upset by Iowa,
Oof.
that's a huge deal.
That's a bad
Even
day.
though,
Right
even
there.
though they are ranked right now,
I still think
someone
they
like
get
U
out
of
of the top
M,
5, 4.
yeah, someone like U of M losing to a school like an Iowa school, not gonna keep you in the top 4. No way.
No.
Do you
That
think
is-
Georgia's gonna win it all this year yet, or do you think they're gonna flop?
Well, it all depends on who they have. I don't know who's healthy right now. I haven't been paying too much attention to Georgia this year. Honestly.
They've been quiet. The only person
I
that
know
has
they lost Brock Bowers there for a second. I don't know if he's still out.
he'll be back. He'll be back for playoffs. I heard.
Yeah, that would be insane. If he's back, that's huge. Yeah, that's probably where I would sit at with the NCAA playoff.
Did you, on a side note, going back to the Lions, did you see everyone's game day fit for Thanksgiving?
Mm-mm.
I don't know which player it was, but he wore a suit of armor to the game.
Oh my gosh.
Let me actually, dude, that was so funny. I was like, who the fuck's wearing a suit of armor?
Jeez.
What is this, Mighty Python?
I mean, it could have been.
Maybe.
Yeah, just let them play in it.
Maybe it helped them.
You know how hard it would be to move in that?
Going nowhere.
All right. Also, what was up with the Lions halftime show?
That shit was
Oh
so
my
dumb.
God.
What in the world was the song? Just the setup alone.
Jack
like
Harlow
a
did not look
bunch of
like he
middle
wanted to be
schoolers.
there.
A bunch of middle schoolers made that crap.
Yeah, I mean, what if
Donation.
you know what if they did, like what if it was a bunch of like 12-year-olds with cancer and they were doing a project to help them or something like that. I mean, it could have been something serious. You never know. They tried their best, all right?
Hey, if they did, they would the 100% at halftime they would have said that.
That was like the
But that was part of the
set.
surprise, you see. That's
He just
part of the setup.
practiced on that. They had one like 3 times the size, but they forgot to pull it out. They just used the test one again.
Oh yeah, go ahead, pull out the stage. I'm like, oh yeah, I got you.
All I see is after that.
Hey, where's the rest of the stage at?
I heard
No.
at the game you could barely hear them too.
Oh my god.
Well, I tell you what, just looking at him, that dude did not look like he wanted to be there. I don't know. I honestly don't know what Jack Harlow was even doing there.
I'm shocked he got the halftime show. I was shocked.
Look, I mean, I saw a picture, like a top and bottom photo, right? Top photo was a picture of Jack Harlow at the Lions game, right? At his performance. And just below that was Miss Dolly Parton
Yep.
at the Cowboy game, and she's got a crazy setup, right? Got the Cowboy cheerleader, she's got pyro, she's got everything going on there, and she's killing it, man. She's killing it, singing 9 to 5 and whatnot. Everyone's jamming. It was a night and day difference, man. Jack Harlow's halftime show sucked.
Oh,
well, talking about shows, let's talk about fucking Eminem being the for the Fortnite change.
That's right. December 2nd, right?
I did see that,
No,
man. Slim Shady. I want to look. I just want to know.
Ceasefire. December 2nd is the ceasefire.
The last day of OG.
You cannot shoot.
When's the show then?
I think it might be. I don't know. Look it up. I think it's either the 3rd.
Here, I'll look.
Look, I just want to know how much they had to pay Eminem to do this.
Oh, probably lots of money.
Like there's no way Eminem's just out there like, oh yeah, Fortnite. I'm gonna do that shit. You can't convince me otherwise. Like there's got to be some kind of.
It is December 2nd.
Yeah, finale event taking place on December 2nd.
It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
Look at that.
You guys want to do it on Saturday?
I'm down.
2 p.m.
100%.
I will be working.
I'm down to do it.
Oh, I'm trying to find. Oh, they don't have any kind of payment info for it.
I showed Ethan the photo. Did you guys see Tua?
Oh, his little gash in his arm.
Oh yeah, that thing was that looked like someone literally ripped a chunk out of his arm.
Yeah, that dude probably didn't feel it from all the CTE he has. I don't know how that dude thinks straight.
I don't know how he's alive.
Right.
After the scorpion hit, I was like, how's this man not dead?
Yeah.
Anybody get any good Black Friday deals?
Black Friday deals are fake as fuck. All right.
This year. Oh,
I'm here for this. I'm here for the Cyber Monday.
Dude, I've been watching the.
It's the same thing.
I've been watching the people fucking going to like Target. They pull the sign behind the Black Friday. It's the same fucking price.
Oh, dude, that's a real thing. You know, people are gonna start losing their jobs over that shit too because they were just too lazy to pull the fucking sign out from behind it.
But you can look up
like now everyone's
deals
finding
too.
our secret. Yeah, I mean,
online price streams. You can see like 10 days ago they raised the price by 20% and then market 20% off.
Yeah, it's
like what?
It's so stupid. Oh my god, dude!
Like, come on, people are gonna catch on. What do you think?
Well,
you're doing?
So you work at Walmart, right? So you kind of have an idea
world.
of like where. So you've seen this stuff. Are you guilty of doing the same shit? Like you just put the sign in front of you.
I just stock the stuff, so I don't pay too much attention. You know, like what the price is and stuff.
You don't got to worry about showroom floor or anything.
But I mean, it is Walmart. I'm sure. Some things are a good deal. Other things are just the normal. Oh, look at this deal. But it's normal price, you know. It's what happens everywhere. Yeah. TJ Maxx does it all year long, so doesn't really matter.
You just see Meijer. Meijer's are goons out there. We're putting I watched the sales ladies put all their prices out. And I'm like, they're explaining me how everything's done. I'm like, wow, we are just freaking highway robbery people right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, even in the auto industry, right? So like, I'm in auto sales, so we talk about like these Black Friday deals, stuff like that. In a sense, it is a real thing because we get certain incentives and rebates and whatnot throughout the month, but none of it actually changes for Black Friday in a sense, right? So you're always going to see those deals where it's like, oh, get this lease for $3.99 a month, and nobody reads anything to do with the fine print or listens to what it's actually talking about. You got to have top tier credit. You got to have tax, title, and license down, plus whatever, plus employee discount. Like you have to qualify for employee or friends and family, all this and that. I'm like, yeah, I can absolutely get you to a $300 payment, but here's what you're gonna have to do to get that. And it's, I mean, there's no lies whatsoever. It's just a matter of either you're paying attention or you're not. That's just the way it is. Whenever I see this about Black Friday sale, you're ready for Cyber Monday, I'm just kind of sitting there. I'm like, you're a piece of shit.
You
like,
liar.
I can't say like. Don't get me wrong. Yes, I work in the market, right? But I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I really don't. I don't want to do this to people. Like that's why it's like I want to be a teacher. I'm just kind of using this place so I can get my degree at this point. But eventually, when I do become a teacher, I'll be able to teach and advise against certain things, or like, hey, when you see these certain things, this is what you have to do. All this and that. I can break it down so that people don't get trapped like me. I got the inside scoop on all this shit. I don't know if you know about that.
Well, I actually found a good deal this year. Best Buy had a 55-inch TCL QLED smart TV for $230.
Nice.
So I picked that bad boy up,
Not too
mounted her
shabby.
up.
I found a box of spoons for $2.99.
Oh man!
Oh man!
Oh fucking A, dude.
Big
Yeah, dude. You
spoon
get
right there.
you get half off fruit that's a week old.
Yeah,
Fucking
there are
like
some
apples
weird
and
deals.
bananas and shit like that. You just got them all over there marked down. It's like, oh yeah, they're gonna be bad tomorrow, but if you want them, here's a good price.
It's the Eat Tonight special.
Right. Man, I wish they would have more deals on like snacks and stuff like that though.
They honestly just need to go back to the 1-day sale. Bring back the havoc.
Yeah, the
I
commercial
want
that
people
screamed one day at
trampled.
you at 2 in the
That's
morning,
what I'm saying.
just
You know what? It is 50% off. But if you're not the first 3 people in line, don't even think about it.
I saw a video yesterday of like a video from Black Friday back in like the early 2000s or something like
Yeah,
that,
that's when it
maybe.
was.
Or maybe like late 90s, but it was like it was a cut video. There was a mom or a grandma standing with a kid who's like, snatching a doll out of a child's hand? Are you serious? Then cuts over to another video, some like 30-year-old woman waving around a Cabbage Patch doll, like, yeah, I got my doll. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh, that lady's definitely the one that took it.
Dude, that was the time too, because early 2000s, you have technology just rising, and so people are incentivizing it like, $3,000 TV, today only $450. And
Yeah.
people are literally pushing others into shelves, stealing merchandise.
Well,
I love the South Park take on it. They're like, yeah, so we had to eat our youngest this winter, but
Yep.
those Black Friday deals, can't beat them.
That was
No,
it. That was the peak of holiday sales right
no,
there.
my head when I think Black Friday, I immediately think of Jingle All the Way. Not that took place on
Yes.
Black Friday,
But
obviously, but like the
that
toy store scene, right?
yep.
No, the toy store where he's
Crowded.
trying to find the Turbo Man doll and he's got
Yeah.
to get this fucking ping pong ball or whatever. Or any of the stores actually, whenever. Oh, it was actually earlier in the movie. But yeah, when you open up the store and you see people rush in there, they're
Yep.
pushing each other over these fucking market
Yep.
items. Oh my god, dude, it's hilarious.
Yeah, if you look at the old videos of like when they would open the store and people actually just rush through those sliding glass doors,
Yeah,
just a mob. And there's reports of people getting trampled there. It's like, what?
Honestly, I
yeah.
would just go there, get a chair and some popcorn, and watch the freaking mayhem go.
God. Oh
Dude,
yeah.
could you imagine like you're just minding your business in a store trying to get like milk and eggs and all of a sudden somebody
I
runs
just
you
need my
over for
groceries.
like someone's just running you over for a Lego set. Like just it
It's
makes no
80% off.
You
You
just
remember-
see you just see like 20 people riding bikes down the hallways. I gotta get to the register.
I can't imagine being like the registers would be chaos anyway, but like a non-register employee, just like where do you even start? Do you just stand somewhere
Dude, I bet
and
you any
just
money.
watch it?
I bet you any money, most like Walmart's or Meijer or
Yep.
any kind of
Best
like
Buy.
retail place,
Yep.
I guarantee you on Black Friday, when you know it's about to be crazy, there's still only 3 lanes open.
There's just the lines.
It kills me whenever I walk into a Walmart and I see like aisle like 1 through 30 and only aisles 10, 13, and 17 are open. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, why do you even have all of these? Like, you're
Yep.
never gonna use them.
But
you know?
now it's like all more self checkout than
It
anything.
is.
Which is fine
Yep.
by me. If you want to give me the opportunity to scan a fucking PC as a lemon, by all means, let me do it. That's you, I don't understand it. And then when people try to check receipts, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because legally they actually can't do anything to you. And honestly, if somebody tried to get in my way, I would just keep walking, and then that would embarrass them because they would probably fall over. And
You probably run them over.
and in the end, they still won't have seen my receipt. Like you're not gonna win in this situation with me. It's just the way it is.
Another was during COVID when everyone was scarce about getting toilet paper, paper towel.
My gosh.
That shit was ridiculous. That shit was
The
so
world.
ridiculous.
The world
I
was
can't
ending.
believe.
The toilet paper thing made absolutely no sense to me.
No, it was
like
of preparing for something
all
that
the
never
survival things, like I'm thinking,
was
okay,
that
what am I gonna do
diapers.
for food? What am I gonna do for food? That is number one. Not how am I gonna wipe my ass? Like I'll find a way. I can get creative with it if I needed to. All right, like worst case scenario, you got to go bare knuckles, dude. You
Just wash your
gotta,
hands after.
you got to get up in the. You got just got. Oh, dude, I couldn't get through that one myself. I couldn't even get through that without like dry heaving a little bit. That was kind of gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never. But like, moral of the story: toilet paper, not my first concern.
Nah,
It,
just
I
use
was-
a
it should be
towel,
anyway.
wash it off.
I was so confused, man. I was like, why is this like? Why is this like?
Take a fucking shower after you shit.
Oh, there you go.
Take
Beat
a
the
shower while
Is
system.
you
it true
shit.
that I've heard this? So is it true that people like literally if they like they're in the shower like or in the shower and they feel like they shit, they literally just take a shit and just toss in the toilet? I've heard that.
What?
Yeah, no, I've heard that.
Yeah,
No,
stomping
dude.
is different.
No, not stomp it into the fucking drain, but literally people will take a shit, grab their shit, and just toss it in the toilet and call it a day.
I've
Don't
never
just be
heard that
shitting in the
my
shower.
life.
No, I don't.
Dude, I know the reason why Brock brought this up. He's trying to cover for himself right
He's
now.
trying to validate it.
He's trying to make sure like somebody else says, yeah,
Like, no,
this is
no, that
okay, and then I can
happens.
tell him, like, yeah,
People
I've been
do
doing
that.
it for years, you know.
I save
yeah,
so
I've been doing
much
this forever. I'm
time.
so glad you agree with me.
I
That
could
shit's
never.
so funny, dude.
No.
Oh my god. Just I couldn't imagine just kind of like bending over a bit and just
Oh yeah,
toss
that's the other thing is
just
the position. That would be so uncomfortable because you just squat.
you just
Squat.
squat. You're like
And then
trying
go.
not to slide around and shit. Like it just
Trying to shit, you slip and fall.
God forbid you slip and fall and you just got pure ass ham just
You
all
just
over
step
you
out
at
of the
this
shower,
point.
start back over. All right, here we go again.
Oh
Like,
no!
that's-
I
second
want
time's the
another
charm.
go. I want another go.
Put me in, coach. I can do this.
Jeez.
Oh my god! Could you imagine
Nah,
you get benched from taking a shower?
Just get
All
up.
right,
Just
we'll get him
stop.
next time, champ. Nah, I just got to
my
walk around with Duke all over your back and shit.
No, not
You imagine you
shit.
walk into work or something like that? It's like, oh my god, what's that smell? I was like, yeah, I had some problems in the shower today. Shit,
I
I was
actually
trying to
came
take
out
a
of the
shit in the
shower
shower and
worse
it didn't
off
work.
than I did
and,
go in.
Yeah, but coach took me out, said get him next time, and can't take 2 showers in 1 hour. It's just
Today
not.
was not my
You
day.
do it.
We're gonna
Can you
try.
imagine how dry my skin would have been?
Hot. Oh, you got mean old baby rash and stuff all up on your shoulders and shit.
Jeez. How hot do you guys get your shower water?
Not,
mean,
I'm pretty hot.
scolding hot.
I keep it at a nice like slightly over warm.
That's exactly how I was gonna describe it. They get to warm, where I can feel a little bit of heat, and then just go like one notch above that.
Just perfect. I don't know how women literally like their shit scalding hot.
God. If it is coming steam continuously coming off of the shower stream, that's too hot.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's got to be enough to where there's like a little.
Yeah,
there's got to be like a little bit of steam.
Yeah, but when it's coming off of the water directly.
Yeah, because I mean, at that point, the
You're
steam in the
boiling
room,
yourself.
the steam in the room is good for you, man. It frees up the pores a little bit. You see,
a little spa treatment.
A little spa.
Have you guys ever used have been in a steam room before, like in a gym?
Yeah,
dude, I refuse to go in them anymore on account of seeing 65-year-old dudes dongs. Like I'm not in the market of seeing a 70-year-old sack. It's just
there's always one guy.
There's always one guy
walking around without his towel.
Yeah, walking around without his towel, putting his ass cheeks up to the hand dryer. Like it's just.
We can agree. There's a general, like, drop the towel, drop the eyes, get dressed, blah blah blah. But the guy
keep your
that
eyes on
keeps
your shit,
it off,
dude.
the guy that keeps it off and like does a couple things.
He's like walking around.
And then he has the audacity.
chooses to drop the towel and then open his locker. Okay,
then he has the audacity to try and have a conversation with you. Like, hey man, you got any good deals from Black Friday or anything like that? I was like, sir, can you please put that away?
Why is it looking at me?
I hate that shit's so annoying. I'll be walking in the gym, going to the locker room, and then first thing I see is fucking an old man's ass. I'm like, what the fuck? You're just walking back and forth.
But order of things. You walk in, you look for it. Okay.
No, I do not, sir.
There's a quick check.
I'm blinded.
Beep, 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 scanning for it. Old man assholes. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, there it is. I got one.
Hey, dude. Yeah, dude. I am just not in. I'm not impressed by 90-year-old cheeks, dude. I can't fucking.
I don't think anyone is.
There's just.
I walk in there like, look, I could walk into a gym like totally ready to go. Like I've psyched myself up for it. It's gonna be a good workout. As soon as I walk into that locker room and I just see wrinkly cheeks, I don't want to be there anymore.
It does. It ruins your day.
I gotta go. I got to go.
Like I've actually done it once because like I was really cool with one of these people that was working at this Planet Fitness I was going to for a while. And I walked in, said what's up, had a quick convo with them, went to go to the locker room and saw 3 just like geriatrics just fucking free balling,
Ooh.
And I turned around, walked back to the desk, I'm like, I'll come back another time. And just walked out. And they were like, wait, what's going on? I'm like, I'd rather not talk about it. It's kind of
I've been scarred.
It's kind of embarrassing, and
I became a man today.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel right now, but it's not okay, and that's all I need to know. I'll be back another time. And so, I before I walked out of the door, I looked back at this guy. His name was Tony, and I just looked back at him before I walked out the door. I drew a little finger down my face like there was a tear, and I finally stepped out. He ended up texting me afterward. He was like, "What the fuck was that?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, I just saw old man ass. Like it just, I didn't want to be there anymore."
Ruined my day.
Then he texted me like 20 minutes later. He's like, you know what? I totally get it because he saw the guys walk out after. He's like, you know what? I couldn't imagine what you might have saw from them. But it couldn't have been great,
I'm surprised they haven't made a horror movie about old man ass in the gym.
That would be a fucking
0 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, not even that, but that sounds like
the scariest movie ever made.
That sounds like a skit that fucking Tim what's his face would do. The guy that did Detroiters.
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson.
That seems like something he would do a sketch about. 100%.
Next season. That's right.
He just sees like, yeah, I saw that. He's like, what the fuck?
Tim, if you're listening right now, buddy, I mean, I got
Right.
plenty of ideas. I can help you make millions. All right.
We're open to endorsements.
Yeah. always got to have a humble plug in there for
That's right.
the Battle Tavern podcast. You know, just always got to sneak one in there somewhere.
Gotta get
All
it in
right. We'll go ahead and wrap it up with everyone's favorite Pokemon.
Everyone's favorite Pokemon.
I can tell you.
Yep.
Oh no.
You just went from full confidence to I
You
don't
guys
know
all
any
know
names.
it. Wait a minute. Which one was it? Just
Blue. No wait. Yellow. Ah!
No, my favorite for the longest time, it has a special place in my heart, Empoleon. That was during the Sinnoh League era, back like Diamond and Pearl days, even Platinum. I got, I've always been like a water starter type of guy for the most part, but I took Piplup and I thought Empoleon looked sick when I got him up to that. And I had him at like a level 99 or whatever the top level that you can get him to, or level 100 or whatever the fuck it was, because I had played with him forever, you know. But I could use Surf once on anybody, and it was a one hit. It was crazy.
It was a good day.
Yeah, dude. My Diamond and Pearl, like when I was really into Pokemon, my let me just break and we'll get into all you guys. I just want to give you this lineup that I had at one point, right?
Oh, the lineup. Love to hear
Here
it.
we go.
And it's not based on strategy at all. Just bear in mind, I was
Your
like
favorite
11.
favorites.
I was like 11 or 12 at this point, and I just went for like, oh, these guys look like they would be the most badass, right? So from earlier games, I tricked my cousin into trading me these guys, right? I had
Oh,
I had Groudon and Kyogre, both at a level 100. I had Dialga at a level 100.
Oh my god.
I had Empoleon at a level 100. And then I had oh my god, what was the last one? Or no, there were 6 of them. Who the fuck did I? Those were like the main 4 that I remember right off. Oh, I had the Crescent fucking the Crescent Moon Pokemon, the legendary. I forgot what her name was. But I had her, and then I had Garantina at level 100.
Giratina. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I had Regigigas as a backup, though.
Oh yeah, I don't want to start him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
um,
Regigigas was sweet. I liked him, but
Jeez.
I never used him. But yeah, that was the lineup I had at some point.
It's a nice lineup.
Solid.
Yeah, and
Solid.
ended up losing my DS.
Oh, that's rough.
Now it's gone forever.
Jeez.
So you gotta buy a new one and just restart.
Well, actually, I might actually be able to, because I got the Pokemon like Battle Revolution or whatever for the Wii console.
Oh,
And I imported all of those Pokemon into that game. I wonder if I were ever to get a DS, if I could like redistribute them. That would be pretty sick.
possibility.
Interesting.
Yeah. Who knows? I might still have a crazy legendary lineup sitting around somewhere.
There you go.
No, Onyx. Onyx is my favorite.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brock.
Oh, you corny motherfucker.
That's funny.
Definitely.
Accidental.
I know, right?
Right.
I would have to go Eevee because I always liked all the evolutions.
Yeah, which
All right.
one?
That's what I'm saying.
Which
Like,
Eevee are you talking
which
about?
one?
I just like just the Eevee, but then the
Yeah.
possibilities of all the different ones is cool. But just the original.
All right, Judd.
You know which mine is Gengar.
Gengar.
Bro.
I know it's
Ah,
Gengar.
Yep.
This man
Gengar's
loves if he can.
Gengar's my boy. It's like when any Pokemon game I play, the first Pokemon I seek out like a motherfucker is a Ghastly.
I never
So
either the
fucking
first thing.
evolve him to a Haunter, trade him for my Gengar, and then I'm fucking set.
I
And then
forget
on
which.
top of that, I gotta go. I love Arcanine. He's my good
Arcanine,
backup.
yep.
He's my boy. And then my other boy, if I can pick him as a first gen, it's Squirtle. Because Blastoise is my shit. Dude.
Yeah. What about legendary Pokemons?
I don't give a fuck about them. I like my boys.
Just stay simple.
Man.
I'm Gen 1s, dude. I'm all about the Gen 1s.
The new Pokemon now are getting like, I don't know. I just don't like them all. Not my favorites.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd say that's another successful podcast here, man. I mean,
Indeed.
you figure let's just go back over some of the things that we were talking about, right? We all got introduced to our good buddy Brock here, this guy who tried to introduce himself as his government name, but who's keeping track. Talked
Hey,
to Quick.
we're going nicknames here. I could give you more, but
Yeah, but nobody will listen. But so we all got to meet Brock here for the first time. We went over a little bit of sports updates as far as the Lions are considered. We went over a little bit of the game, especially without Harbaugh being there. A little bit on marketing and everything too, with Black Friday deals. How's it going now versus how it used to be, and all the fun events that go along with it. And then of course we talk about a couple of different things with like Pokemon. We talk about a couple of different things with different video games. Eminem finally
movie
coming
trilogies.
in. We went over your trilogy. Oh, and then the halftime performances for Thanksgiving and how Jack Harlow's was awful.
Terrible.
But yeah, I'm sure there's a few things I'm missing in there, but there's a whole lot of stuff that we kind of got into that and Thanksgiving and whatnot. Always fun when there's a lot of things happening in one week.
Indeed.
But I know there's a few games that we're talking about playing and everything too. I don't know what you guys got on the docket for the day, but if we got some time, I mean, it might be worthwhile if we can get a little bit of streaming or at least some voice streaming and whatnot to some of these games that we're doing too. Maybe that can lead to another opportunity for. Yeah, I mean, I'm up for anything, but I mean, who knows? I mean, who wouldn't want to hear our voice on a consistent basis?
That's true. That's true.
We're talking options here, man.
We're talking practice.
But yeah, I mean, is there anything you guys want to get out before we sign off here?
All good on my end.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
having me.
listening to the Battle Tavern. Thanks, Brock, for coming out and listening, talking with us. If you, well, I mean, I hope you were listening too. Why not?
Oh,
Well,
of course.
evidently, you haven't been listening to anything else that we put out, but that's a discussion for another time. Well, thank you from the Battle Tavern. We will see you in the next one. If you want to catch us on social media, we are on Twitter, YouTube. I will post stuff on TikTok here and there. Did I say Twitter, Instagram, all that fun shit. We're even on Reels. I don't even know how that stuff works. But we're all there at the Battle Tavern. Till next time.